ways that you haven't. So something else I want to talk about is dehumanizing. This is not a pity me party. This isn't like, let's get out my small violin because Amberlynn Reed needs pity or sympathy. That's not it at all. I just feel, based on recent events, I mean, it's been like this for years, but I just feel like lately it's been a lot. Like, it's been a lot. And I feel like I'm being dehumanized in a way. So
Amberlynn has found herself a new vocabulary word, and it's all we're gonna hear for the next 7.5 videos. Before she gets into whatever odd interpretation of the word she's going to use to justify not accepting any criticism or accountability when it comes to the things she does, I'd like to give you the actual definition of the term dehumanizing. The term dehumanizing refers to the deprivation of someone or something of human qualities or dignity, such as subjecting someone to inhumane conditions, or shunning them completely from society as a whole. Dehumanizing someone is very serious and psychologically damaging. However, what it is not, is holding someone accountable for negative things they do or say.
So the part where it's like you deprive someone of qualities and personality and stuff like that, I feel like that's happening to me. I feel like I can't express how I feel. I can't share certain things that have happened to me without people pretty much saying, no, you can't feel this way. You can't.
This is an absolutely ridiculous and petty use of such a serious term. She is absolutely allowed to speak her mind and showcase her personality. She has a YouTube channel with a platform reach of over 200,000 people. She makes her own content. Nobody is behind the scenes telling her what she can and cannot say or do. Nobody is monitoring her content before she posts it. She can absolutely feel free to express herself and the way she feels. She just doesn't like the backlash that comes from broadcasting your life onto social media. Not everyone is going to kiss up to her and tell her she never does or says anything offensive or simply incorrect, so she takes it as hate and has convinced herself that she is being silenced, despite her having the privilege of reaching thousands of people just by making content from her home and being paid handsomely for it.
Can't be this person. You can't share these things, especially when I share hobbies that I enjoy. No, you can't. That's not actually who you are as a person.
What she is referring to here is all of the people that pointed out that her hoarding hundreds of journals and promising to use them in future videos or challenges, and then never following through, is extremely wasteful because she just continues buying items she's not using. A lot of the hobbies she posts on her channel are just her getting momentarily interested in something, spending an obscene amount of money on it, promising to post videos about it, and then moving on to the next thing. These are not people telling her she is not allowed to like certain things. These are people asking her to be consistent if she is going to post her hobbies onto her channel, which is a fair demand considering the only reason she has money to pursue these hobbies is because she has a fan base that watches the content she puts out.
You're just trying to be someone else.
Another really big one that I forgot to mention in this video is when I do share things about my past, people say, no, that's not true. It's almost as if you guys forget that I am a human who has had experiences in my life.
She's acting like she didn't do an entire video admitting to lying about multiple different things on her channel, and now expects everyone to just take her word at face value? She gaslights her audience almost constantly, and when they do make assumptions, based on evidence from her videos and literal common sense, that are true, she denies it and calls them bullies, only to come out in a future video and confirm that the rumor was in fact true. She has single-handedly placed every seed of doubt in her audience and now wants to be the victim because nobody believes the made-up stories she's spinning for us.
Because we don't care what you have to say about it. We don't want to hear you give advice because why? Like, really? Amberlynn giving advice? It makes me feel like I'm just not human.
So just because people think you're unfit to give life advice, which is perfectly fair considering you don't even have your own life in order, now you're not a human? There are thousands of human beings I wouldn't take advice from if my very life depended on it. It doesn't make you dehumanized because nobody wants the blind volunteering to lead the blind.
Is it true that you told Becky you wouldn't talk about her if she didn't talk about you? So this is actually the final time I will talk about Becky. I know I have said that before, but I'm just going.
You shouldn't even be talking about them right now. They have asked you multiple times to stop talking about them in your videos, yet here you are completely ignoring their wishes while simultaneously griping about people not wanting to listen to you or respect you.
To be as honest and candid as I can, no, this is not my choice. I could care, I was gonna say I could care less, and I recently found out that it's I couldn't care less. Anyways, I couldn't care less if Becky spoke about me. She could speak about me in every single one of her videos and I would not care. At all. At all.
Is this supposed to justify you continuing to talk about them after they have expressed that they do, in fact, care that you talk about them? I could say I don't care if a bird flies overhead and drops a fat one right on my shoulder while I'm on a one-on-one outing with Ryan Reynolds, but that doesn't mean someone else wouldn't care if it happened to them.
She doesn't want me speaking about her, which, fine, that's great. But I spent the last 5 years of my life with her, surrounded by her family, surrounded by her friends, surrounded by her energy, her circle. I followed her life. I was part of her life.
Because you physically could not go out and live your own life. Because you ate yourself to a size that made you completely dependent on your partner. Because you could not take care of yourself in a healthy manner, and another human being was loving enough to step in and do it for you. We will never know all of the ins and outs of her relationship with Becky, but we have seen Becky on Amberlynn's channel encouraging her to get healthier and get out more, and live a happier, healthier life. Amberlynn is painting the picture as if she was a prisoner in Becky's world, but in all honesty, it was likely the opposite. Becky was pushed into the position of a nurse and caregiver to a girlfriend that has done nothing but bash and diminish them since the breakup. This one is going to be a 2-part video, but I'm going to leave it there for now. Comment your thoughts down below, and don't forget that live streams will be starting officially January 1st, 2023, so stick around for that. Take care of yourselves, and let's talk soon. Bye.